Welcome to Vision for the Nation. 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 Welcome to Vision for the Nation.
Marching down the street with branches of trees, expressing our grievances. Everybody knows that green is for peace, calling our government to address our needs. Before we know it, them friends soldiers come. They try to stop us, they shoot us with guns. My brother ran but he fell on the ground. The soldiers came on him, I heard him shouting, let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. Let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. You're teaching me in French, but I'm an Englishman. Judging me in French, but I'm an Englishman. You can't speak English, I can't speak French, yet you are leader on an English land. I don't know what the government is thinking about, but half of the story has never been told. You know education is better than gold. Before they killed him, I heard him say, let's stand for our right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. Let's stand for our right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite, oh, and stand for your right. Oh. Jah bless, no man fake and curse. Who Jah bless, no man fake and curse. So brother, sister, mama, papa, make we come together and do that in silence and you think that you're free. And when the rain falls, it falls on every house. And when the fire burns, it will burn on every house. So let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. That children unite and stand for your right. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight. That children unite and stand for your right. Down the street with branches of trees, expressing our grievances. Everybody knows that green is for peace, calling our government to address our needs. Before we know it, them friends soldiers come. They try to stop us, they shoot us with guns. My brother ran, but he fell on the ground. The soldiers came on him, I heard him shouting, let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Just children unite and stand for your right. Let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Just children unite and stand for your right. You're teaching me in French, but I'm an Englishman. Judging me in French, but I'm an Englishman. You can't speak English, I can't speak French. Yet you are leader on an English land. I don't know what the government is thinking about, but half of the story has never been told. You know education is better than gold. Before they killed him, I heard him say, let's stand for our right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. Let's stand for our right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite, oh, and stand for your right. Oh. Jah bless, no man fake and hurt. Who Jah bless, no man fake and hurt. So brother, sister, mama, papa, make we come together and do that keep in silence and you think that you're free. And when the rain falls, it fall on every house. And when the fire burn, it will burn on every house. So let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. That children unite and stand for your right. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight. That children unite and stand for your right. Down the street with branches of trees, expressing our grievances. Everybody knows that green is for peace, calling our government to address our needs. Before we know it, them friends soldiers come. They try to stop us, they shoot us with guns. My brother ran, but he fell on the ground. The soldiers came on him, I heard him shouting, let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. Let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. You're teaching me in French, but I'm an Englishman. Judging me in French, but I'm an Englishman. You can't speak I can't speak French. Yet you are leader on an English land. I don't know what the government is thinking about, but half of the story has never been told. You know education is better than gold. Before they killed him, I heard him say, let's stand for our right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. Let's stand for our right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite, oh, and stand for your right. Jah bless, no man fake and curse. Who Jah bless, no man fake and curse. So brother, sister, mama, papa, make we come together and do that keeping silence, and you think that you're free. And when the rain falls, it fall on every house, and when the fire burn, it will burn on every house. So let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Your children unite and stand for your right. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight. Your children unite and stand for your right.
Hello and welcome to Vision for the Nation. I am MC Danny, your host. I'm very sorry for this late startup. We had some technical issues and glitches here and there, which we're trying to put together for the show. So please do bear with us. Once again, welcome to Vision for the Nation. Before I continue, I want to say sorry that I've not been on for a while. I've been on a project that has been taking so much of my time, and hope that things will be consistent as we move on. But anyway, before we continue, please, if you are on YouTube, if you are on Facebook, wherever you are, please share the link. Do share so that somebody can also be part of this show. Today's topic is a very interesting one, La Republique's Trojan horse. And there's quite some interesting things that we'll be discussing here. So please do share the link. I don't want to spend so much of your time begging you and asking you, please share. I want this number, I want that number. But I believe that you can do that even on your own, So yes, please do share the show. And if you are on Ground Zero, if you're in Ghana, if you're in Ivory Coast, wherever you are, where you're watching Vision for the Nation live here on ABC Amber TV via satellite, then please call somebody, text somebody, WhatsApp somebody to tell them that Vision for the Nation is live and they can tune in to watch. And like I say, for those online, please do share the link so that others can tune in. Today we have a very interesting show. I hope technically that I'll be able to get this across as well. There is something quite interesting that I came across, and I thought, hey, you know what? I think Ambazonians need to hear this. Now, before I continue, I want us to pray. Father in heaven, we commit this show into your hands. We pray that, Lord, you will take control and that you bless this show and bless your people. Lord, I pray that, God, indeed our freedom will be real and it wouldn't be long, in Jesus' name. Amen. Wow. It's so good to have you here. Just to say kudos to those who have been drafting in. I think a great message is going out there to say we are serious. We are not, being trodden down. We are not letting our guards down. We are on point and we are marching on. I remember last show, I had the topic was being on track, and I believe seriously we saw what the various counties has been doing. Momo was quite a shock, but really kudos to everyone that has been drafting. And obviously Diane was last week, which was so great to see what they did for the drafting. But Menchum is the next, and just to say that Lady Casey and the chairman of Menchum will be coming up tomorrow by 7 o'clock. They were supposed to come this evening, but it didn't work out. So please, tomorrow, around 6:30, between 6:30 7, I believe, 6:30 should be the time. They are coming live here on ABC Amber TV, just to, encourage us while we are doing this great job of drafting in. And then, the week after, which is, I think is next week, the 19th, will be the turn of Boyo County. So you don't want to also miss that. So kudos to all. I think there's a dynamic that is changing with this drafting. Things are changing. And the very interesting thing is that we have seen that, just a moment there, we've seen that La Republique has been constantly trying to play some games. They've been constantly trying to play some games. If you look throughout the drafting, every week there is something that has been coming up. Something that has been coming up to create confusion, to bring people, just cause people to be in despair and bring up stories, cook up stories. All kinds of things have been happening. And obviously we know that that's a work of the enemy, because that is the kind of things that they do. But I have a message that I believe that, and I dare say that the Lord had given me, and that message is that Ambazonians, your enemies' days are numbered. Take note, Ambazonians, your enemies' days are numbered. So let them do whatever they want to do. We are steadfast to regain our total independence, and that shall we get. So do not be frightened. Do not swallow in distress and stress of yourself, or doubt that we are not going to have this independence. Now, I want to also make a point very clear out there that has been going out and creating confusion about a 10 days lockdown that has been going out. Now, there is no lockdown that the IG has pronounced. There is no, if you want to know any information, tune in here on ABC Amber TV, on our Facebook, as well as on the government website. You are going to get the right information. So please, there's no lockdown out there as far as I know. And if I'm not mistaken, I know very well Secretary Chris also released an audio out there on that with regards to that, in that respect. So please do not be shaken. Like I say, be steadfast. You see, in this revolution, there's so many things that's happening almost on daily basis, every day. And La Republique doesn't stop killing our people. They are not stopping. They can try and deceive as if, as if they're calling for a ceasefire, whatever the case might be. They are not stopping. So until they are on that table of negotiation, we are going to continue to be steadfast, because everything they do is only games that they play. And obviously, the final thing is that they will have to sit on that negotiation table. So I won't be too long, and I expect, for people to make calls, to call in as well. So the time for calling in hasn't yet come. So do not call right now. If not, I won't pick up the call. So just be aware of that. And please, let's be civil as we call, as we encourage Ambazonians, as we make our voices heard. You want to call and give a word of encouragement. And also, as we go on the topic, you want to also give a contribution. So kudos to our ground zero fighters, those who are defending motherland. I want to say, a kudos to you. Thank you for sacrificing your life. On the flip side, I want to also say, please, La Republique is not sitting and waiting, or they are not playing. They are not playing panking. They are not joking. So as a general, as a fighter, as a defender of the land, restoration fighter, please watch out for your back, because of recent they have been targeting our leaders, who are our defense leaders, if I should put it like that. And we have seen this across the social media and other things. So they are targeting you, the fighter. So do not think that they are not aware of the fact that you're fighting, or some of you, they might know even your location. So you want to be very strategic. And another thing I want to appeal onto you as well, the fighters, do not engage in illicit things that are illegal, things that are not right to be doing unto your own people, because that is not the calling, that is not what we are standing for as Ambazonians. So that was just a word to say, you know what, kudos unto you, but on the other side, mind your steps, know where you go, because La Republique is on on just out there to see how they can finish our fighter. So please be aware, watch your back. Now, we have an interesting topic here. La Republique's Trojan horse. Now, if I should take you a bit on, history, what is a Trojan horse, or how does it come about? I'll just try to summarize the story a little bit from what I know and from what I've researched and I've read. And then I'm going to, after this, there's a message I came across that spells exactly what La Republique is trying to do through this technique. Now, the Trojan horse, what is it? What happened? Now, in, I don't know the exact year, but some time ago, the Greeks were fighting against a city called Troy. And that city was a very, very strong, they had very, very strong walls. So the city was so strong, heavy walls, you could not penetrate through. And so for 10 years, according to the story, the people of the Greeks did everything they could to penetrate that city, and they could not get through. They tried all they could not get through. The city walls were so thick. The people were also very strong, obviously, but the city walls was their protection. So in other words, their city was their protection. So what did the Greeks do? They now decided that they will have to do something about it. So they came up with an idea to create a gift, a very massive gift that they were going to give unto these people, the Troy city. Now, I don't know what method they used. Maybe they used another people as if they were not the Greeks, whatever. However, but they presented this gift. It was a nice looking horse. You can imagine in those days, that was well built and nice to see. And this horse was, given to them. So unbeknown to the people of the city of Troy, they put in soldiers in that horse. It's a very massive horse. So it contained a number of soldiers. And here they were, the city of Troy, very excited, very happy, pulling this horse into their own city, right in the midst of their city. And they were jubilating, and and then what happened next? You can imagine at night, the soldiers came out and then opened the city gates, and their friends, their colleagues, all the other soldiers just came in, and there was a great massacre. So to make this more dramatic and bring it a bit to light, I want to show you a short clip that I came across. And it's quite interesting to see, to have a vivid idea of what exactly took place. So let me play this very short clip. Please stay back, watch. It's just about 3 minutes or so. So have a look now. Sorry about that. That's not the clip I wanted to play. Please, I beg your pardon for that. Okay, here's the clip.
What is this? An offering to Poseidon. The Greeks are praying for a safe return home.
I hope the sea god spits in their offering. Lets them all drown at the bottom of the sea.
This is a gift. We should take it to the temple of Poseidon.
I think we should burn it.
Burn it, my prince. It's a gift to the gods.
Father, burn it.
Oh, sorry about that. My voice went off for a while. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, I was just saying that this particular incident, it's something that keeps happening time and again, even in our present time. Now, one of the clear case or very, should I say, perfect example has been recently where China, donated a very magnificent building to the African Union. And unbeknown to the African Union, they had bought the building. So they put microphones, I don't know microphone, but they were able to get emails and stuff like that coming from that building. And then one day, one of the staff noticed that, the mouse were moving and emails were being sent or something in the night. And then that's how the story came out. So you see, still the tactics of the Trojan horse, where you give a very nice gift, but beneath it, you have something else. So that's kind of just to give us an analogy of what was going on. So now, how does that apply to La Republique? What is it that, why did I choose this topic, and why am I calling it La Republique's Children Horse? Now, obviously, we know so many cases where they've come to our people and try to, you can also look at it like a bribe. It has happened, sadly. Some of the fighters on Ground Zero have been offered money by La Republique. Some took it, thinking that, oh, you know what, I'm just going to eat this money and then nothing will happen to them. And unbeknown to them, without them knowing, they planned them and they've killed them. And this story has been going on recently. I've heard even about one case like that. So that is a tactics that they've been using. But the reason why I'm coming is because of a particular audio I came across. And I think it's important that we listen to this audio. It's about 10 minutes, but it's important that Ambazonians are aware of what is being cooked up. And it has got to do with their recent, announcement about dual nationality. So let me not waste your time much. I want you to sit down, listen to this audio. I will be playing the movie on while the speaker is speaking. Hopefully, technically we get it right. But if not, I'll play the audio and then, just have the movie playing in the background so that you can see. So just give me a second there while we adjust this thing. So let me play the audio. Hopefully, like I say, hopefully it's going to be all right. So please have a look.
Fellow Ambazonians. Fellow Ambazonians.
Sorry about that. Sorry again. Just give me a second there. Okay, let's take a short break while we sort out some of these technical things, and I'll be right back with the audio.
We're marching down the street with branches of trees, expressing our grievances. Everybody knows that green is for peace, calling our government to address our needs. Before we know it, them friends soldiers come. They try to stop us, they shoot us with guns. My brother ran, but he fell on the ground. The soldiers came on him, I heard him shouting, let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. Let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. You're teaching me in French, but I'm an Englishman. Judging me in French, but I'm an Englishman. You can't speak English, I can't speak French. Yet you are leader on an English land. I don't know what the government is thinking about, but half of the story has never been told. You know education is better than gold. Before they killed him, I heard him say, let's stand for our right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. Let's stand for our right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite, oh, and stand for your right. Blush, no man fake and hurt.
Fellow Ambazonians.
Okay.
The objective voice once more.
Okay, welcome back again. Sorry about that. We're just trying to cue in the audio of this comrade, and hopefully it's going to be all right now. So please listen as as the comrade expresses himself.
Fellow Ambazonians. The objective voice once more. There is something I wish to call for our attention.
An offering to Poseidon.
Urgently, the legal department of the People's Interim Government, headed by Bastando, a legal mind based in Belgium, should start studying or looking at what I am looking now. La République is already passing a law of dual nationality. If you read through the internet or their last parliamentary seat, just a day, maybe yesterday, they're already signing a law of dual nationality. And last time, I raised an alarm that we are already making some talks that if we are free, we'll be talking about dual nationality. We have to weigh them, weigh the advantages, weigh the disadvantages, and take that into consideration into constitution. This is the task of the legal department of an economy. So the legal minds, like those in the legal department of the interim government, should start assessing this. What is happening that La République has to come up at this moment to take the concept of dual nationality at heart? Do we know the